In this lesson, you will learn the basic features of Chinese grammar. We're not diving into complicated sentence patterns just yet. Instead, we will look at some general facts about Mandarin grammar that apply almost everywhere. These will help you get a real feel for how the language works. Ready? Let's get started. Let's talk about word order first. Take the English sentence, I eat apples. If we break it down, we get a subject, verb, object structure, or SVO for short. Now let's look at the same sentence in Mandarin. 我吃苹果. We have the subject 我, then the verb 吃, and finally the object 苹果. So the basic word order in Mandarin is also SVO, just like English. That means you can form almost all basic sentences in Chinese simply by following this pattern. So far, so good, right? What about questions? Super simple. No need to change the word order. Just add a small word called a question particle to the end. For yes-no questions, the particle is ma. For example, I eat apples. 我吃苹果. To change this to a question, just add a ma to the end. 我吃苹果吗? Do I eat apples? That's it. Well, there are many different ways to form questions in Mandarin. These questions are not completely identical. There are tiny nuances that go along with the particles you use. And of course, in real conversation, you can also use intonation to show you are asking something, just like in English. Eat apples? 吃苹果? Pretty natural, isn't it? But what if you want to make a negative sentence? These are also easy. Just add 不 or sometimes may before the verb and you're done. So I don't eat apples becomes 我不吃苹果. 我不吃苹果.
我不吃苹果.
Problem solved. Now, here's something that might surprise you. Mandarin can actually be even simpler than English. Why? Because words don't change their form. For example, the word for I is always the same. Whether it's the subject or the object, there's no I versus me. Verbs never change for tense or person either. There's no eat versus ate, or eat versus eats. Nouns also don't change for plural. There's no apple versus apples, except in a few cases like adding men to some nouns or pronouns. Once you know a word, that's it. You can use it anywhere. So, how to say apples eat me? It's simply 苹果吃我. Same words, different order, and no form changes. Super simple. But here's the catch. Instead of word changes, Chinese relies heavily on word order, context, and particles to show things like time, aspect, or whether an action has been completed. For example, the particle 了, which is usually placed after a verb, indicates that an action is completed. It's similar to using the present perfect or simple past in English, but it doesn't change the verb itself. Example, 我吃了苹果 means I ate apples. See how just one tiny word can completely change the meaning? That's the magic and the challenge of Chinese grammar. Now, another key feature, measure word. Think of it as a little helper that links the number to the noun. For example, 1 is 一 and apple is 苹果. But one apple is not just 一苹果. Actually, it is 一个苹果. The word 个 in the middle is the measure word. The phrase won't sound natural without it. Different nouns use different measure words. For example, 个 can be used for most nouns, especially those that do not have a specific measure word. For example, 一个苹果，一个人，一个杯子。只 is used for most animals, like 一只老鼠，一只猫，三只青蛙。We'll dive deeper into measure words in future lessons. For now, just remember they exist and start noticing them when you see or hear Chinese. Okay, let's have a little fun. I'll give you some words. 苹果，吃，老鼠，一，了，个，只。Now, let's build some sentences together. The first one, a mouse. 一只老鼠. Don't forget the measure word 只 for animals. The second one, apples. 苹果, no plural form. The third one, a mouse eats apples. 老鼠吃苹果. Remember, words don't change for subject. The last one, a mouse ate an apple. 一只老鼠吃了一个苹果. We use the 了 to indicate the action is completed. 吃了. Great. Now let's try some more practice. Here are your words. 苹果，吃，老鼠，不，妈. Now here's your task. Translate the following sentences, and I will leave this as your after-class questions. Please write your answers in the comments below. Okay, in this lesson, we didn't go into every single detail, but I hope these sentences can help you get an overall understanding of the basic features of Chinese grammar. And with this, we are wrapping up our Beginner's Guide series. For now, you should have a feel for Mandarin and feel more confident about starting your learning journey. Next week, we'll kick off our Pinyin Series, the foundation you will need for pronunciation and listening. So if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next lesson. That way, you can easily find my videos and stay consistent with your Mandarin learning routine. Thanks for watching and see you next week.